Hey guys, good evening. Okay. No, no, so my laptop camera is like showing me shake small. Hold on a little bit. Let me come. So I'm back. I'm back here. Just give me a minute. Give me a second. This okay. So I don't know if anyone can hear my screen. Can see my screen anyway. Um. Okay. Um. Can you hear me, guys? And Chidema Gift Akinwale Adulas. I don't know how to spell his name. Okay. All right. Before we get started, talking about how to get, um, it's been a long year this year. A lot of things have happened. Like crazy stuff has happened over the last 11 months now, getting to 12 months now. A lot of things have happened. A lot of life events have happened in some people's life. So many people have gotten to some point in their life that they felt that they are okay. Why some people are not yet stable. They are not just they're still trying to come up how to know how things work in their life or whatever. So today and this night we are talking about how to have a successful year in 2023. Now, I wanted to do this class, I think that was on 25th, but December period and the galore invest a lot of things that are going on the internet and outside the internet world. So I said, let me do it today so that tomorrow some people go and do their normal, what do you call it, crossover night. So this today is only our crossover night here on YouTube. So we're talking about how to have a successful year, and I've prepared a slideshows that I'm going to be walking you through on this class. So what I'm going to do, I'll ask you to do for me, is to get a pen, then get a piece of paper or just a book, anyone, so that I can be writing all these ideas I'm going to be talking about here this night. So, and if you are here, you can help me share the live stream on the link on your social media handles, probably your Facebook, your WhatsApp, or anywhere, so you can join and listen to this webinar. So, without wasting time, let's just dive into what this webinar is all about. So, we're talking about how to have a successful year in 2023. There's no time to waste. There's no more time to, people always say there's no time to take time, but always the time to take times anyways. It's just what you want to do with your time that matters the most. So this night, if you can hear me, you can as well. Sorry the way I'm moving. I'm just trying to pick up my phone. I'm trying to do all the stuff to set up everything to work perfectly well. So let me share my screen so that we can start from there. How to have a successful year. Okay. How to have a successful year. I'm just gonna share my screen. You know, let's ask me again. Window tab. This. Come tab. This. Okay. This is it. So let me just click on present. Let me do something here. I believe that you guys can see my screen. Like you guys can see my screen here. Okay. Let me just do it a little bit so that you guys can fully see it. Let me print. Let me go to standard presented mode. So can you guys see this particular one here? How to become successful in 2023 now. Okay. All right. So let's move. Let's go there. Because let's just begin. So we're talking about how to become successful, how to make 2023 to work for you. Because if you didn't plan it now, that is 2022 is ending, you're going to like it's going to choke you. If you didn't plan it very, very well now, it's going to choke you all throughout the year 2023 and beyond. So that's why I wanted to do all this because me personally, I've achieved some milestones. I have made some progress this year, 2022, and I want to double up. So I need to do myself some good. Like I want to do myself some, have some things that I need to implement in my own life so that I can double up my anything I've achieved this year, 2022, to achieve more in 2023. Now, this is an open class. You can share the screen, copy the link. You can see the link. Let me just share. I think, how would I get the broadcast this thing, Seth? How would I get it? Let me copy. Let me see if I can copy the link. Anyway, I can't copy the link. Yeah. You can copy the link. Now, you know how to copy link on YouTube now so that you can share it to your status so that people can join. So at the end of this webinar, I'm going to be sharing, I think data. I'm going to be giving some people some bonuses, some things they will use probably to get my training or whatever. But here, I'm not trying to sell you anything. We're talking about how to become successful. So let's just dive into what this particular live stream is all about. So how to become successful in 2022. Now, if I ask you now to describe how your 2022 was, can anyone tell me, like, if they ask you now, guy, how is your 2022? Like how this year was like to you personally, based on business or development, money, financial aspect, or whatever? What are you going to say about it? Are you going to say that this year is one of the best year, or are you going to say this year is one of the worst year? There are two different things people can say. Either they say that this year is their best year, or this year is their worst year. So if someone asks you that, you can answer yourself, give yourself the answer. What how like this year now, how do you feel it? How do you see it? Is it something that you are proud of to be among, or something that you really don't like? So all these things matter because of what you have done, the actions you have taken, the decisions you have made, the things you have done, and a whole lot of other stuff. Now, this particular, I have, I think, about 15, okay, 12 slides that we have 12 slides here. We're going to walk out through all these things. So the first question here is how was your 22? The year 2022. My own, if you ask me, I'll just tell you it's just hustle. My 2022 is just hustle, man. There's a lot of hustle, a lot of stuff, a lot of things. But we thank God, Sha. We thank God for everything. So let's just share it like let's screen now. This agenda of this webinar or this live stream is four things that we need to pay attention to, which I told you guys to go and get a paper and sheets and a pen so that you can be writing all these things down because I have a lot of things to talk about today and this night so that team we be able to help you to scale up to become successful in 2023 coming. So the first thing is the introduction about this class. Already I've done that already. Why I wanted to do this class because I want to help people. Like learning does not end, so we keep learning every day. So there's nothing you learn online today that will not help you to become somebody tomorrow, unless you don't want to learn. So you must be open to learn something. That is why I have decided to do this webinar on YouTube for free. Now the next question is yourself. That's the next agenda here. Yourself. Who are you? That's some question you need to ask yourself because some people don't even know who they want to become. They want to just become somebody else. They don't even know who they want to become. Like normally, like they'll ask you now, guy, how do you want to, like, what do you want to do right now? Because of somebody else is doing that same thing, you just say, I want to do the same thing. That does not mean that you know who you are. You need to sit down, drink, you'll probably get a cold water bottle, whatever. Ask yourself some questions like, Who are you? Who am I? Alex, who am I? Or Ohakwe, who am I? Or Gloria, or Gibbs, or Chidema, who are you? What do you want to become? Like that passions you have, you start working on it. Because if you have a passion and you're working on another thing that does not bring you closer to your passion, you end up losing and making a lot of mistakes on the long run. And these things added, we add to many things that you will regret in the future. For example, give me a second, let me just turn off my on this my smartphone because I don't want somebody to call me. They waste time, they will start the call person for phone. Okay, this one is this one it's all connected to Wi-Fi. Okay. Now it's on airplane mode, so that let me know nobody will call me. So the next thing is ask yourself like, who are you? What are like who are you really? Like if you take yourself from January to December this year, ask yourself this question: who am I? Like what is happening to my life? So what is happening? What am I even doing? What do you want to become? Like if you keep doing the same thing you are doing this year, the same thing will happen to you next year. Nothing will change. So if you keep doing what you are doing this year and expecting magic to happen next year, there's no magic unless you top up with some things I'm going to be sharing you guys on this webinar. Now, the next thing you need to know is that you need to work. There's a whole lot of work because if you need change, if you need something to happen to your life, if you need something to change, you need to work towards it. You need to put on the effort, you need to put on the work. So without work, nothing will change. There's a lot of work to do in 2023 if you don't know. So you need to get ready for every damn thing you need to put your hands on so that you can be able to have a successful year. So if you want to have a successful year next year, you must work. Is either you are working for somebody or you're working for yourself. These two things, these two major work categories or sections, that's the thing you need to focus on. Is either you're working for yourself or you're working for someone else. Now, if you're working for somebody else, there's tendency or probability that that person will probably terminate your job or your contract or whatever that thing you have that you think that is going to make you a lot of money. You probably wake up one day, you wake up and go to the office, you saw this normal letter now, sacking letter, they have sacked you in the office. This is when you are working for somebody. And God forbid it not happen. Because I don't pray for anybody to have a rough year or whatever. So you need to work. There's a lot of work to do. You need to work either you're working for yourself or you're working for someone else. Then the last agenda we have here is the conclusion part, which I'm going to conclude on everything we are going to be talking about here. Then you celebrate your success. Like today now, like tomorrow is 31st. I'm going to just go outside there, get myself happy, get something nice for myself because I know I tried this year. It's not easy. I really tried. I tried as in I exceed my expectations this year, but I didn't achieve all my goals. But at least I achieved more than 80% of my goals this year. So next year is going to be it's going to be hustle. Just hustle. So let's move to the next slide, which is step one. The first step one here is if you are following on what I'm saying here, you can simply comment if you are following up on everything I'm saying here. I think network is anyone hearing me? Is anyone hearing me here? Am I just talking to myself? Is anyone hearing what I'm saying? Okay. That being said, let's just go ahead. So the next thing is step one to have a successful year is to set up your goals. That's the first step. You need to set up your entire 1 year goal. Like this next year, 2023, I'm going to make this. I'm going to do this. This is your full 1 year goal. That if you achieve it, you are going to be happy. This is what you're going to do. You need to set up one full year. Let's, for example, I want to maybe you want to get married, and this is what you wanted to do this year, but you didn't be able to match up to the goals or target. And you are talking about next year, you're going to get married. Now, this is your full 1 year goal that if achieve it, you are going to be 100% happy. But that's not going to be easy like that. So, so to set up 1 year full goal, I don't know what you want to achieve next year. I don't know the kind of thing. I'm not preaching about gospel or special some. But because of how complicated these goals are, these targets, they can't be able to match up to one particular thing they say they have achieved this particular year. They have a lot of things they want to do. Like they have a lot of goals. They want to build a house. They want to get married. They want to relocate. They want to have kids. They want to do many other things, many things. And if you look at the the thing supposed to do to be able to achieve that, you see that you are going to not even going to achieve one thing, but you're going to waste time and not achieving any single thing for that year. So let's be honest for yourself here. In the past, like let's say, let me just do this so that you can see my screen fully well. Now, let's be honest here. In the past, let me say this year now, how often did you achieve your biggest, most important goal for the year 2022? Like if you look at yourself, for example, now as a human being, if you are born in 1995, for example, next year now you're going to be 28 years. That's no joke. 28 years, and like you're not going to remove one, you're not going to add. You keep growing every day. Now, if you look at yourself very well, like you are born in 1995, and in 2023 you are 28 years, and these 23 years of your time, you have not achieved one single thing. That's a waste of years and a waste of time. For most people now, the answer is never. Like they can't tell that one thing they'll tell you that I bought a new phone. Is a phone a goal? Is something that you say that you did that profitable? For me, I can't say I purchased a probably I bought a new phone today. I've done the most important thing in the whole world. Listen, there are people that have 20 phones. They're not even shouting. You that have only one phone, you are making mad. You bought one particular phone, probably one of your business you are doing, or you started affiliate marketing today. You got a new phone, and you want to kill everybody on social media that you bought a new phone. Who help? What does that mean? So let's say, for example, now you want to build a new house. You want to build a house. That's one full entire, as in one goal for the entire year. You want to get a house. You want to build your own house. Like this is what you want to do this year. That's one full year goal. And if you don't work towards it, you can never build that house. No magic. If you like, go and pray heaven and fasting. Go and do fasting. Go and do what do you call it? Go and do dry fasting, yellow fasting, blue fasting, green fasting, black fasting, any kind of fasting. You can never build a house if you don't work towards that getting to that building that house. Now, most people now achieve some of their goals. Like, for example, now the goals they achieve in a year, or they say that they accomplish that goal in a year, is very easy. Any person can get that. If you tell me that, okay, for example, now there's some things that I got in my house that I don't have before. I'll not come and be saying that I bought it, I did that. For example, now I don't since my life I have not used microwave. Like I've not used it. I just bought it this year. It's not a goal. This is something that is a necessity that you need it. So there are some major things that you're supposed to call a goal. So you need to find out What is that thing that if you know, if you do it today, they are going to be happy? If you get it in the next 1 year, today is 30th December 2022. Mark your calendar, December 30th, 2023. By this time next year, I want to be able to achieve or build my house or anything you want to achieve. I don't know what you want to get in your life or whatever, or your family or anything you want to just achieve. Go and write it down. Today you attended this event by Obono Hankwe. He said that you need to write the date from today and next year, December. You need to work towards these goals. Now, steps to achieving this yearly goal is very easy. Like me, I normally have targets daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. Now, you need to set up targets and you need to set up targets so to be able to get this one yearly goal. For example, you want to build a house. I'm using that in an instance, not actually what people wanted to do, because there are some people that will tell you that to build a house is very costly. Not remember that nothing is costly. Nothing is costly. It's just that we don't have money. And for you to have this money, you need to sell something. You need to offer a service to be able to get money. Money is not getting for free anyway, so you can't get money for free. I have not seen where somebody give me money for free like that. If somebody is giving money for free, that person is blocking your access to actually make that same money. If somebody is giving you food, if like for example, you live with your parents' house, you live with your parents every single day, you keep eating food, free food, you keep eating all these things every day, you keep eating free food every day. You will see that you will never even like to think about how to get your own food to provide for your own 3 square meal in a day is going to be very difficult, because any day you come back in the house, you always see food there. There's food for you. There's shelter. You're not paying house rent. You're not. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. There are people that are staying in their family house, they become billionaires. But for you, if you check very well that if you need to move out from this particular location to another location, go and do it. There's if you're not taking risk in all those things, there's nothing like you're going to achieve any particular thing in a particular year. The first thing you need to do is after setting up this goal, this 1 year, then you need to set up quarter goal, one goal per quarter. Now, this simply means that you need to divide 1 year into two. That means 6 months. In 6 months' time, I want to achieve something. Let's say, for example, now next year, 2023, by June next year, I've gotten to this particular point in my life, or I've gotten this particular skill, or I've learned this particular thing, I've become professional in this particular thing. This is your 6 months plan and 6 month targets and goals for the next year, 2023. You know, then you need to start building the frameworks. After setting your quarter goal, your 6 months goal for next year, you need to build a framework that helps to keep you on track for achieving that particular goal. If you want to learn, for example, now there's a lot of things going on in the internet space now. People are not paying attention to all those things, which is very, very difficult. Like I find it so bad. Sometimes I feel so angry because there's some certain things that we're supposed to know, but because that we are too, as in like we are proud, like we are too proud to still stick to one particular nonsense ideas or information we are passing through. Like somebody is telling me today it's not possible to make one online. I was like, are you even in this country? Like, which country, like, which planet are you from? Back to what I'm saying here, you need to build framework that will help you to keep you on track to achieving this 6 months goal you planned. Now, a quarterly goal or a quarter goal is a year, like it's something like a realistic something that if you look at yourself, you project yourself in 6 months' time, I've gotten to America, for example, or in 6 months' time, I've gotten to Rwanda or I've gotten to Kuwait. Now, you need to, before jumping to the next step or step two, you need to work on this current situation you are currently in. There's some situation that you find yourself today, because of some little and minor and let me just call it stupid mistakes or decisions you took that have landed you in a position or in a place that you cannot be able to turn back the hand of time. You find it so difficult to even move an inch. So next year, be conscious of any decisions you are going to, even before you talk, before you even open your mouth and say I will do this. Have you sat down, like sat down, sit yourself down and ask yourself, this thing I wanted to do, what are the steps I needed to follow to be able to achieve it? Step two is to set up this goal. After setting your 1 full year goal, you divide it into two, that's 6 months. Now you divide these 6 months into a monthly goals. You divide this thing into a monthly goal. Now this goal has to be so ambitious that if you were able to achieve this particular goal, that means your January next month is a total success. For example, now one thing I want to achieve next month, January, is to launch Cell Pass. And I have another target. If I launch Cell Pass, how many users I want to get before January ends. If I achieve that goal and if I be able to meet up to that target, my year is like I just started with a very nice report for the entire year of 2023. Now, at the same time, it has to be realistic enough for you to actually achieve it. Because you can't tell me that you want, okay, for some people have this goal of they want to buy iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now let me shock you. Next year coming in, they're going to launch iPhone 15, which I don't even know how the thing is going to become. Every year they keep launching new iPhone 14, iPhone 13, iPhone 12, 11, 10, 8, and there about SR, all those stuff. You can't say you want to buy a phone and it's iPhone is a goal, it's a target. My brother or my sister, if your goal next year is to get an iPhone, you don't have any single goal. You don't even have anything to offer. As like you don't even have anything upstairs. You are just like you're killing yourself the more. But that is not the goal. It's something that someone can say, okay, look at this person now. Look at what this person has been able to achieve this particular time. Just like this person achieves this particular thing in the space of 1 month. If this particular goal you divided from a year to 6 months to monthly plan is not realistic, my brother or my sister, you are just wasting time. You don't want to start 2023 with a failed goal, of course. So you need to balance, you need to find something like a situation or an equation to balance your ambition and realistic. You need to balance some people have this thing or trait in themselves that they have ambition, they want to become a doctor, and in reality, they're going to become a carpenter. They just love that doctor name, like they just love the status quo, Dr. Alex, Dr. Obonahankwe. But in reality, your calling is driving you towards carpentry work. Carpentry work is a very nice skill. They are building houses every day. They are furnishing hotels. They are making lots of designs every single fucking day. Carpentry work is a very nice skill that if I have chance, I will go and learn it. But of course, I'm not doing everything by myself. So this part for you to set up the monthly goal for yourself. Now, the next one is to set up this goal per week. Set one goal per week. Let's say, for example, now your goal is to make 100,000 naira this week, or this month you are entering per week. You want to be making 100,000 naira per week. That is after January, you'll be making 400k. Now, I want to just show you one mathematics. Like I want to just show you one strategies that I use that strategy to make over 1 million naira every single month. My mic is on now. Chidema, you can't hear me. Any- Can anyone hear me here? It's not here now. Can't hear. Can anyone hear me? Or my network is disturbing? Can anyone still hear me? Anyone still hear me? Hello? Anyone still hear? Hello? Anyone still hear? Okay. Okay. Sorry for that. So, back to what I'm saying here. Let me open up this. Updates. Updates. Now you need to set up this goal. Like for example, now I want to make 1 million naira in 90 days. Like I want to make 1 million naira in a month. What I normally do is to divide that 1 million naira into 30 days or 31 days. For example, if January has 31 days, for example, what I will do is I will divide 1 million naira. Okay, I will divide 1 million naira by 31 days. Now I need to be making averagely 32,000 naira every single day. That is if I want to, if my goal is to make 1 million in a day, in a month, I need to be making average 32,000 naira per day. Now, if I should make 32,000 naira per day, I need to find a product that if I sell, I'll make this money per day. It is very easy. You divide that huge amount of money into particular, like you need to divide it. Now, if your plan is to make 100,000 naira in a week, 100,000 naira divided by 7, that means you need to be making averagely 14,290 naira every single day. That's simple arithmetic to make a lot of money online or offline. If you want to be making 100,000 naira every single day, you need to be making averagely 14,000 naira every single day. Now, that 100,000 naira every single day divided by, okay, multiply by 4, that is 400,000 naira in a month. Now, if you have this low mentality of probably, if somebody, you see somebody making 100,000 naira, 1 million naira every single day, and you are like, it's not possible. Okay, if you see somebody making 1 million naira in a month, you say it's not possible. My dear, it's very, very possible, 100% possible. The thing like you have not fully understand actually what you're supposed to do to be able to make this money. There are people that today their own is to just to sit down, calculate how many days it's going to take them to make 20 million naira. Now start working on what they need to start selling or what they need to start doing to be able to be making that money every single day. So that in the end of that single day or that single target period, that period, they will be able to make that money. It's very easy. Now you need to set up this goal, like set up this goal per week. Then each Sunday, what I'm going to do every Sunday is you need to sit down, review the past week, and set one new goal for the upcoming week. This will help you a lot if you are someone that wants to achieve more in the online space. In the online space, of course, this whole world is driving into being driven in technology or ecosystem of tech or whatever. So, if you want to become someone that execute ideas and execute goals, you need to divide it day, monthly, yearly, weekly, and per day. Now, make sure that each week you get a significant step closer to achieving your monthly. Because if you want to achieve 1 million naira, like I said before, you need to be making averagely 32,000 naira every single day. Now, 32,000 naira every single day in 31 days is close to 1 million naira. So you need to divide it every single week. Let's say in a week, I want to make 200,000 naira in a week. That is in 4 days, in four weeks, that is 800,000 naira. And you're working, you see how you can see how the thing is works now. Or let's say you want to be making 250,000 naira every single week. Now, 250,000 every single week times 4 is 1 million naira in a day, in a month. So you see how the thing works. Then you need to divide that 250,000 naira by 7 days to know how much you need to be making every single day to be able to meet up that 250,000 naira every in a week. So that in a month you are going home with 1 million naira. That's the simplest mathematics or arithmetic into making lots of money online or probably achieving that your weekly goal. Now, the great thing about weekly goal is that the timeline is so short. Like, if you set up your weekly goal, it's very, very short. Like, the timeline is very short. Before you know what is happening, the next day is there. Before you know what is happening, is Wednesday, it's Thursday, it's Friday, it's Saturday, and it's Sunday. And again, distractions are the underside of the whole thing about um somebody not achieving great things in life. Distraction, because once you set up your goal, you want to achieve this in a particular month, you will end up being distracted because there's a lot of things that are going to make you, that are going to distract you permanently. That are not going to make you to become somebody or become this that target. Now, the time is all very, very short. That the limited available time, you create the urgency that will push you towards taking immediate action. Like for example, now if I set up a goal that I want to achieve, I don't have a plan and urgency walk through on what I want to do before that week ends up. Let's say, for example, in a week, I want to record 20 videos and edit that same videos and upload that same videos and start selling that same videos. I'll make sure that every single day I record at least 2 videos or 3 videos. I'll rest. Of course, rest though, because if you keep on keep working every day, you end up getting burnout. End up getting burnout. So another thing here is to do is usually people who set goal that have their deadline somewhere far. Like for example, now you set up this 1 year goal, and every single day you are working towards achieving it, and every single month you are working towards achieving it, and every single week you're working towards achieving it. You see that you are going to be getting closer to your goals. Now, there's something about procrastinations as well into getting all these goals done. One thing is, if you set up this particular goal, you come and say, I will do this. You only say, I will do. That is a sign of procrastinations because you have not started doing it. By making use of weekly goals to achieving your monthly goals, the urgency, like the time frame, the deadline is very, very strong enough to start taking immediate actions. Because you can't tell me you want to finish a particular book and you don't want to set up the time, the day you want to finish that book. You will end up not finishing that book. Let's say in a month you want to read about 4 books. That is, every week you read about 2. Every week you read about 1 book. Every week you read 1 book. Every week you read 1 book. If you didn't set up your calendar very well, you end up not even achieving 1/4 or reading 1/4 of that book. So if you must read one particular book in a month, you need to check how many pages that book is. If you check how many pages that book is, you need to divide it. Every day, I need to read about 2 hours or 3 hours, then rest. In the next day, I will read 2 hours. In the next 2 days, I'll read about 2 hours. Before you know it, you have finished reading that particular book. If you repeat this process throughout the entire year, trust me, you're going to be surprised how much you can get done. Step 4 is to set per day goal. Set one goal per day. Let's say, for example, that this day I want to make 20,000 naira today. Then you achieve it, you clap for yourself. Next day, you want to make 10,000 naira, you achieve it, you are happy. The next day, you want to make 10,000 naira, you achieve it, you are happy. Daily, we are making progress. Now, for me, my daily target is every day is to make or close to 400,000 or close to 300,000. And I know my way about it to getting it done. So, if my target is to make 100,000 in a day, I will decide what I want to do every single day to be able to be achieving this particular goal. Now, the last thing here is you can go about setting daily goals in two different weeks. Every Sunday, you plan your week and assign one goal to each day of the week. Every evening, every single day, write down the goal for the next day. Most people they don't even remember to write down things they want to do. That's the most critical thing that I've seen about human beings, that they don't take into considerations. Writing things down. You find it so difficult that even for somebody to write something down, it is very difficult. For you to even write something down is difficult, because not everybody will do it. Not everybody will do it. Now, after this particular one, now, if you can hear my voice, can you just say something? I think my network just got disturbed here. Hear my voice, can just So now you need to set up per goal. Like step 5 is to write down your why. People don't know why they want to do something. That's the most difficult thing about human being. They don't even know why they wanted to do something. They always feel like, I want to do this thing, or I'll start this thing. You don't even know the reason why you want to do that. Are you doing that thing because you want to do it, or are you are doing it because you want to achieve something? If you are doing something because you feel like doing it, you will not even achieve one quarter of that thing. If you are doing something because you want to get a result, you find it so interesting, and you're going to feel so happy to achieving that thing. So if you are someone that you want to achieve great thing, you need to know why. What is your why? Why do you want to do it? Why do you want to have a successful year? Why do you want your year to be successful? Why do you want to be successful in next year? Why do you want to do? What do you want to do? Why? Ask yourself, so why? Why do you want to become successful next year? Why do you want to become this? Why do you want to do this? Why do Ask yourself some question. Now, all those moments where you struggle the most, where you need to tap into your self-discipline, and willpower to overcome procrastinations. And to get the job done, you need to have a strong enough why in order to pull it off. Procrastination is another thing about people which is very practical in human beings. People will procrastinate from Monday to Wednesday, Wednesday to Sunday, week to week, month to month. In even watching a particular video, they'll procrastinate about I don't have data, I don't do this, I don't have this, but they want to do something. The thing is, your why is not even strong. The reason why you are doing what you want to do is not even strong. You don't even have a strong why you wanted to do that thing. And because you don't have a strong why, that is procrastination have eaten you up. Like it have drained your blood, you have drained everything about you. You don't even know what to do again. You don't even know how to even start. You don't even know why you want to do something. Now I have a mentor. His name is Tony Robbins. He said, when your why is strong enough, the how will take care of itself. When you know why you wanted to do something, how to do it will come. What we lack, human being lacks thinking. That is why it's the most difficult job in the whole world. Thinking is the most difficult job in the whole wide world. That is why a lot of people are poor. Because of thinking, we make you to it will involve like it's going to make you to understand that you are a human being. You need to do this because of this. You need to do this because of this. You need to do this because of that. Because you don't even think, you find it so difficult to do. Maybe you see somebody achieving what you're supposed to achieve in a year. You're always like, now wow, this is very difficult to. How am I even sure that I'm going to achieve this particular thing? Because you don't know your why. You don't even know why you wanted to do those things. It's not even strong. When you have enough, when you have enough strong reasons and incentive to do something, you'll be able to overcome obstacles and challenges much easier. You have more patience. You'll be more motivated to take consistent actions, and you find ways to get it done no matter the circumstances. That is why you need to get very clear on why you want to become successful next year. Why do you as like why do you want to achieve your 2023 goals? Is it because you want to impress people, or is it because you want to use it to make people to feel happy, or this you want to make your achieve your goal to become great in your community or in your country or in your nation, or whatever you want to achieve? That thing, that goal you want to achieve, are you going to achieve it because you want to make somebody proud, or use to oppress somebody? You need to know why you want to achieve this thing. You need to know why you want to even go to America or relocate. Now, another last thing here is get one or more accountability partners. I started this accountability partnership with someone. He's a guy. This guy calls me 24 hours, like in a day. But I've told him that, guy, please calm down. I'm working on something. So, if you truly want to avoid procrastinations on your goal and increase the odds of success by next year, this is an absolute must you must have. Your accountability partner is essentially someone who holds you accountable for your progress or lack thereof on any particular goal you set up for yourself. This accountability partner is someone that will tell you or call you in the day, have you done this? Have you done that? Remember that you say you want, that person will put you into more pressure to beat procrastination by all means. Now, I'm going to recommend a book for you to get. The name of that book is called Eat That Frog. I'll repeat again. The name of that book is called Eat That Frog. It's going to teach you how to beat procrastinations. Now, this person will be checking on you, on your progress regularly, preferably daily, to make sure you are doing what you set up to do. Probably, for example, now you need to be honest with yourself. You need to share your main goals and sub goals with your accountability partner.
Again, you need to share your daily progress towards the achievement of those goals. For me, I for me to have a accountability partner, I pay them. For sometimes I pay them because I'm going to tell them, okay, I'm going to pay you if you are doing this thing for me. You see them, because if I don't do it, they're going to collect the money. So I must finish that task I set up for myself that day, and I must show that task to them. So this is a way to beat procrastination by all means. So if you are going to have a partner or someone that is going to be accountable, you're going to be you're going to accountable to that person to take up on the things you are doing daily to achieve your daily goals. It's going to make you a lot of money, or probably make you a lot of progress in your achieving your next year goal. Now you need to make sure that you deliver this task daily to this person you called your accountability partner. And if you cheat in this scenario now, you are going to lose on track. If you cheat this particular partner or cheat him on doing something, you are going to lose on track on achieving your goals. I believe that you are still you guys are still hearing what I'm saying. Are we still here? Ah, I just removed this now. Which are you seeing my are you guys hearing me? I know it's small, but I'm going to brighten it up, okay? Don't worry. After this class, I'm going to share the slide with you guys so that you guys can go and listen to it more often, okay? Or read about it. So after this class, I'm going to share the slide. So don't worry about the font, okay? Don't worry about the font. I'm going to share the slide so that you can see. It's a Canva template, anyways. I designed with Canva, so you can download it and see it everything there. So the next thing here is to learn how to stop procrastination. See, I'll tell you one thing that helped me this year. Like this year, I have created like 4 different platforms. And when I was creating the second one, I was procrastinating about it. When I was building the second one, I was really procrastinating. Like the name of that software is called Instant Top Up. Me probably have come across it when I post about it. It's me that own the platform. It's called Instant Top Up. Now, when I was building it, I was really procrastinating. It was not easy for me. Like procrastination is something that will make you to even you will not even achieve 1/4 of your goal. Now, if there is something of if there's one thing that has helped me this year or made my day to be successful, it has been the fact that I have studied and mastered the art of overcoming all my procrastinations, like all the things I know that if I do it, I will not be able to meet up to my target. I make sure that I have finished up on everything I'm supposed to do to be able to meet up to my target every single day. Now, in the past, probably me, I'm a huge fan of procrastinating. Like, I can procrastinate for heaven. Like, I'm a very lazy person when it comes to other stuff. I'm a very lazy person. But whenever I started to do something, because I have an accountability partner, man, I will need to work on. I need to work on myself. I need to build myself. I need to stop procrastinating. All this thing you say, I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to start doing it. If you don't do it, that's procrastinations. If you want to read books, start reading it. If you want to read create videos, start doing it. If you want to learn something, start. If there's something you want to do, start. Nothing starts until you start. That's the first thing. That's the first rule. Nothing starts until you start. So if you want to achieve great things next year, you need to start doing those stuff. You need to start doing those things you say you want to start doing. Start doing it by 1st of January. Those things you have lined up, those your heavenly goals, those your earthly goal you want to achieve, by 1st January, start doing it. If you don't do it, nothing like there's no room for progress. There's no room for enjoyment for you because you are procrastinating the more. Okay, you are procrastinating the more. So you need to find, listen, and realize how much time you have wasted this year alone into achieving or getting across different things you want to achieve in your life. So you need to learn how to stop. Go and buy that book. It's called, the name of that book is called Eat That Frog by Brent Tracy. Eat That Frog by Brent Tracy. That book will help you to overcome procrastination by all means. Now, ever since I've learned exactly how procrastination works on a psychological aspect or level and how to overcome it, I've been able to powerfully get things done and see more impactful results for myself than ever. So I recommend you and I highly encourage you to do the same thing. Learn how to stop all those things. Like, for example, now learn how to stop distractions. If you know that something is distracting you the most to get things done, stop those things. If you find out you're wasting more time on social media chatting people, stop and like give yourself some task. Don't chat much. This we are going to beat procrastination by all means. Beat it, like pray about it. Key everything like going to make you to not to get this thing you want to achieve next year done. That is procrastinations. Now, on the next slide here is flexibility because we're going to be rounding up now. I think we have four more slides to go. Now we have most four slides to go. Now let me just make it real quick so that everybody can just go and do whatever they want to do. The next thing is flexibility. That is what you need to do. Flexibility matters a lot. Be flexible. It is important to be open to change and adapt to new situations. For example, some people fail to learn new things. That is very difficult. I find it so difficult to really understand. Keep an open mind and be willing to adjust your plans and need as needed. Adapt to some trends. There are some things going on in the internet space in the whole wide world. Some people don't even have 1% clue on how things works in the world today. And it's a very bad approach. It's a very wrong and very bad approach that you are in Nigeria today, you don't even know what is happening in Nigeria. You can't even adapt to some changes going on in this country. Now, the next thing is to stay organized. Be organized. Some people are so disorganized in the sense that if they want to do something, another thing will come and take away the time which they have started to do that particular thing. Kill anything that will make you to be disorganized in anything you want to achieve next year. Next year is for success and hustle. If you don't hustle and if you don't come up with some plans, targets, goals, killing procrastination, there's nothing for you to bubble. If you have your onion, you eat your suya. Stay organized. Keep track of your tasks and deadlines using a planner or calendar. This will help you to stay on top of your workload and stay focused. You can use some tools like email marketing, social media posts, mobile apps, SEO, content marketing, digital marketing, all those things combined together. Organize and find out the one that fits you. Organize it and find out the one that fits what you wanted to achieve in 2023. Don't be doing a lot of things at the same time. Delegate some tasks to some people. Don't go and kill yourself, Emeka. Go like I know how people I pay. Like, who is this one going now? Ha, now wow. What did I do this thing now? Let me block this user self. Can't come to somebody's life and you are saying rubbish. What kind of time is that? So you need to stay organized, find out what works for you, pick those things and work on it. Don't go and be doing 100 things next year. See, I'm very good in almost all the whole things online. Like I'm very good in all of as in everything. But see, next year I'm going to be dedicating a whole lot of things to some people so that I can focus on my own personal goal and target. So those people now, I'm going to be paying them as well. Yeah, it's money to pay them. I'm going to pay them. Then I'm going to work on achieving these my goals. Organize those things that you know that if you do it, if you use it, you're going to achieve your potential goals faster. If it's about social media, email marketing, mobile apps, content marketing, go and learn how to delegate those things. Organize yourself. Use planners. Go and write calendars. Like if you're my student, you know that I mostly talk about using calendars to learn a lot of things. Now, going on here, go to support, like seek for support. It's very easy now, it's very rare. Some people don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Like this is the most delicate thing you will ever do next year to become successful. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Surround yourself with supportive people who can offer guidelines and encouragement to you. Because if you have all these stupid negative people, they are telling you that you're talking about how to make money. They're telling you it's not possible. My dear, you're killing yourself. To help, go and block all of them. Block them, delete them. If somebody should make you feel on like you're not helping yourself, block the person from your status or WhatsApp. Delete all of them. Stay with people that will help you to grow up. Next year is for success. Next year is for success. It's not for jamboree. It's not for gambling. So next year is for pure success. So you need to be successful next year. That's why we're hosting this webinar today. So another thing you need to do here is set up automated reminders. You can set up these reminders for task, appointment, and deadline using your calendars app or task management app. This will help you stay on track and ensure that you don't forget your most important task. Delegate tasks. I said this before. Consider delegating tasks to others if you have a lot of them on your table or on your plate. This can help you free up time and focus on the most important task you have. You can pay them already, that's why you can pay them. Then use automation tools. If you have something that you can automate, if you have like if you know that you need to automate WhatsApp to be able to focus on Facebook, do it. If you have content marketing on Twitter, if you want to automate it and leave it. Focus on building all those small, small pillars that will push you up to the ladder of success next year, 2023. Next year is for success. Don't act like next year is for success. So you need to start building up tasks like these automation tools. Like if you have something which you know that if you do it, you're going to get one step closer to achieving your goal. Do it. Delegate those things. If you don't know how to design with Canva, find someone that will design it. You and the person will bid on price. In a month, you pay the person 3,000. For example, if you need any graphic design, call the person, pay the design it and give it to you. Sharp, sharp. Don't be general overall CEO. You're not paying anybody. You are calling yourself CEO, founder. This one, all these titles you are giving yourself. Go and delegate those things to some people. You can't be doing Facebook advertising, WhatsApp marketing, graphic designing, email marketing, copywriting, video shooting, all those things only you. Find one and give some people. You can't be jack of all trades at the same time. Don't use too much load and kill your progress. Because too much of those things you are doing, it's what is making you not to achieve your daily and weekly and monthly and yearly goals. So if you have something that you can delegate, do it. Okay? If you have something that you know, if you can delegate this task to people, you can focus on other things, do it. Automate some tools. Okay? There's a whole lot of things that you can automate. and you'll be free from other stuff you want to do. Now, by implementing these strategies, you can streamline your busy schedule and workflow and increase your productivities. Lastly, here is to celebrate. Like, celebrate every achievement you ever accomplish. Like, any little thing you do, celebrate it. Buy yourself something. Share ideas. Like, buy yourself some Google things. If you achieve a particular goal in a month, buy something tangible and say, I bought this thing with this thing. Most of the things I have in my house, all this thing I bought it with the targets I've achieved, like things I have achieved. So if you achieve anything in a day or in a month, celebrate it. Don't forget to take the time to celebrate your success, because if you don't celebrate it, nobody will celebrate it for you. No matter how big or small this thing might be, celebrate every single thing you achieve in life. This will help you stay motivated and feel safe of accomplishment. Because if you don't celebrate yourself, nobody will celebrate it. So this is where I'm going to be rounding up this task, this particular webinar today. So I believe that we have covered a lot of things, and I'm wishing you guys a very successful year ahead, and more money to you guys, because next year is for Sussex. Next year is going to be one of the amazing year, like one of the greatest years so far for everybody that attended this webinar. You can share this webinar to somebody to watch the recordings, okay, so that they will listen, probably get to know what they're supposed to do next to become successful online or offline. So I'll be stopping here. If you have any question, you can drop to me on Telegram or WhatsApp or whatever, or Twitter or whatever. So if let me make this announcement, I'm going to be launching Cell Pass January this year. Okay, I'm going to be launching Cell Pass. So I'm inviting anybody here on the launch of Cell Pass, because I'm going to making it public. I'm going to making it super good for everybody to make money. Is that an affiliate marketer, or if you are a product creator, or anything at all you are doing, with Sellpass, we help you to make so much money online. Okay, next year is a great year. Like, I can feel it. Next year is it's going to be one of the greatest years so far in everybody's life. Like, but you need to work. Oh, there's work involved next year. There's a lot of work. First of all, you need to work on your mindset. Your mind is very important. Your mind is like a computer, because anything you give your mind, it gives you back. If you fill it with jargons, it gives you back jargons back. If you fill your mind with good things, it gives you good things back. And lastly, don't forget the G factor. I don't say you should go and repent, but don't forget about the G factor. That is God. Because you don't know tomorrow. People are dying every single day, and we are still alive. We are healthy. All the whole bad things that happened this year, nothing happened to us. We are still strong. We are still breathing. So give thanks to God. It's not easy to be alive. To sleep and wake up is not even easy. So every little thing you do, give thanks to your creator. No matter the person you are serving, it can be God, it can be a Christian, it can be Muslim, or it can be a traditionalist or a cultural person. Just thank the person that you worship. So the G factor is very important. So you need to ask God to direct your path as you're setting up this goal next year. Pray about it. God will help you and you become successful. So I want next year to be one of the greatest years so far for everybody in this country. Everybody that attend this webinar, any particular place you are going to be successful. So that is going to be all for this night, and good night for everybody. Okay. Okay, that's all for today.